And we are into game. You were mentioning earlier you think there was some subs in this game. I'm just trying to work out who said subs,
I
because I
think
don't see mismatch.
I mean, mismatch is not on the Steam regardless, so I think you're kind of
So
off with
there
your
we go.
info right there. But
Yeah, this is what happens when you're working from a phone. So yeah, mismatch is
mismatch is
missing.
doing unspeakable things on Motorola esports.
That sounds about
Uh,
right. That sounds about right. Um,
so
but
we
yeah, I
have
mean, we've seen both
Amandor
both
still
these
in
sides.
game, and
He's
I
been
think
reliable when he has had to sub in.
Amandor was subbed in for support last time around, and now he's subbed in to jungle instead of secluded potatoes. I think that Faded
That's a
Ashes
big
has their
miss not
full
having
team.
path. Yeah, that's a big miss not having pathos here. So hopefully they can make it work. And we are just seeing standard lane stuff to begin with. Thanks to Riot's nerfing of the lane swap. Nice bit of
Yeah,
poke
great
going off
changes.
on the Corki right away. I love it so much. We do see Udyr going in on this Gragas. I mean,
Yeah,
Lydium's trading back quite nicely, all things considered there.
I actually did go for a Conqueror on the Udyr. I don't really agree with it against Gragas, but we're gonna see how it works out. Obviously, longer or better in longer trades. Gonna lose
Well,
the
that's
push
it, but
early
he's just
on.
got to hope this. Yeah. He just has to hope this Udyr, this Gragas doesn't just blow him up. Meanwhile, we do see an engage
Oh,
coming in this bot lane. Beautiful Karma Q coming out. But they're just going to take their poke and leave it. Crash that wave. Um, but we are
yeah,
seeing
not too
pings
much.
coming out across the map.
Complete slugfest in mid lane as well. We're gonna have to see who
We
makes
can
the first move, Pantheon or Darius.
Yeah, we can't expect that. I mean, that shield on Udyr level 2 is kind of disgusting. Um,
Empowered shield.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh, that reflect from Mel. I mean, that's why she's such a disgusting champion, especially into a matchup like this. Um, the
it
fact
does
she
have
can
an
just reflect
insanely
that
long cooldown
back.
though.
Yeah, I mean that's one good thing Riot done is they didn't put it on a 10-second cooldown. Like they do with some other disgusting abilities.
You know what? I'm a bit of
We
a Nafiri merchant lately in the jungle, and she's getting a rework where you also get a reflect or an invulnerability for 1 second. So
we do see
it's gonna be
Darius.
fun to see.
Darius being Sorry to interrupt. We do see Darius getting spotted out on that top side. He'll be making his way to fight the top scuttle while Pantheon will take the bottom scuttle.
Yeah, not much you can do as Pantheon into Darius. Both junglers just resetting. Bot lane eating the punishment early on. Top is kind of stabilized, but I'm Pansy as lead right now in mid. As Mel is out of mana. He's gonna be suffering a bit.
I mean, this is the big problem with having a mage in mid lane, or end lane to be fair. If you don't get solid CS lead, if you don't get that push, you're going to run out of mana really quickly, and then you can get punished so hard.
Yeah, I think Victor just did a great job trading out the Mel. And just saving more of his mana. We're gonna have to see like if Pantheon gets anything done because he kinda needs to get things done.
Well,
Coming
that's it.
in
Mel
for a
did
mid
land a
ganker.
W with a Yeah, it did land a W on the Mel for the no, the E for the Mel on the stun, and Pantheon is looking to go in. Meanwhile, on top, the drunk man is fighting the Spirit Warrior there, but I will say nobody's really looking to engage. But here we are. The burn on this AOE from the UD is kind of disgusting. Will fall down to quarter health. Blinium is chasing him down. Lacking
Oh,
mana on both these, but we do see the Gragas picking up the first blood.
yeah, just Udyr not respecting the cooldown from the Gargas. He's kinda wasted his ultimate there, or his awaken. And now
Yeah,
Pantheon's
meanwhile,
looking to wait a bit.
yeah, I mean, Amandor was right in the Darius' jungle trying to steal away camps. Um, but he is down on CS, so I think he should focus on farming his own camps before trying to be that aggressive when you're already down.
Darius clears remarkably fast.
And here we go, we still see the replay, yeah. I mean, XC taught me through this.
So he used his ult awakening, and then he's just out of mana and just keeps on trading. So I think he just completely misplayed.
I mean, if you're the side of the troll petrol, that's exactly what you want to see in that top lane. A nice early leads, and this Gragas scaling quite nicely.
Oh, reflect coming out
Meanwhile, the
from
Mel. Yeah, the Mel stun went wide, so she's gonna be quite vulnerable now for the next couple of seconds. Problem is, nobody's really in a position to gank because they're both busy on objectives. The trade of grubs for dragon is fairly standard nowadays.
I mean, yeah, you don't want to go with too little numbers to a grub fight against Darius. And supports also just didn't roam. So Karma kind of gets free assist on the dragon here. As Linium just pokes out Udyr slowly, but as you see, it's very hard to poke out the Udyr with the regen.
Yeah, I mean, this Udyr is going to be so full of sustain, especially in these extended fights with the Conqueror. I mean, he's basically full health, but it just takes a couple of casks, and that health bar will disappear. But then it'll get back up. He's doing a really good job controlling the waves, though, and pushing it in. Well, I think Linear will be happy freezing it right there. Meanwhile,
that's
we do see the sun
dangerous.
come in.
Oh no!
Beautiful mega cask, and that'll be 2 tower shots and a dead Spirit Warrior right there.
You can't be farming under a tower against a Gragas like that.
Yeah, that was a very risky move. I mean, here we see right here, you know, Engage is going so well, getting so much damage onto this Udyr, but I mean that's onto this Gragas, but that's just a free kill for Gragas if you ever saw one.
Absolute deplorable decision there to try to stun the Gragas in tower range. That never ends well.
But that just puts Troll Patrol 1 kill from getting that feat, and the fact that trade objectives means we're realistically looking at either probably the second set of grubs for being the crucial moment to decide what way these boots are going.
Are we? I mean, it's 3 objectives, right? 3 kills, 3 objectives.
Yes, obviously, but if we get that, it means obviously a dragon, they can then make a decision to either send it, get the tower, and then they can roll into the objective. Because with these 6 grubs and this Udyr, they can do some serious damage. Problem is, the bot lane's not having much luck right now. Almost 10 CS down.
Done with Corki against Sivir. Football coming out. No Ankara Messi this time. Sleep Willow actually really good with footballs last time, as I remember.
Yeah, we do see Wilma trying to look on Linium here with the Udyr, but when this Udyr is only just achieving 8, when Linium already had it, there's just not much you can do, especially when Linium's so far back. You know what he does?
You good?
Yeah, I was about to say, you know, Linium is going in, jumping in, stunning up this Udyr, but Udyr's just going to walk away. Already stacking his tier up to 120. Matching
Pantheon actually going down here.
Problem is,
decide to go in anyway.
And that will be feat of warfare for Troll Petrol, 3-0 here. And yeah, that Phantoms will jump in, and then I don't think they're quite done. They're thinking of the gank onto the Severe, especially now the football is gone. We do see the Victor hovering about, but Mel will know. And she'll start to roam down as well to try and cut him off.
Yeah, that looks kinda sketchy for a bit there, just diving Melio. Actually didn't use the ult on Melio though. I don't know if he was out of mana, but if he used the ult, it would have been a lot better. Maybe return.
I think they were saving it for League of Legends MMO right there. But we do see Linium putting a lot of pressure on this. We do see obviously this topside Linium. That's the beauty of this Gragas, is he can put so much pressure. And the second set of grubs have spawned.
Okay, Karma coming up top here for the Rift Grubbies as well, so they can secure it. You only need 3 to get 1 feat.
Yeah, we do something. This idea getting poked out right before it even starts. Pantheon is burning these grubs down. We do see Pantheon take one.
Oh!
The stun comes out and Darius just doesn't get to move. Vilma will fall. And that will
Karma
just
ult
be a
missed,
clean
it
set of
doesn't matter at
grubs.
all.
Yeah, to be fair, even if you'd hit that, it's not doing much. And Troll Patrol will say thank you for the grubs.
I mean, this is kind of what I said in draft, right? You can't really get into the Karma team comp anymore, with the Gragas is there as well in the Pantheon. There's so much
I
pushback.
think,
You kind of need just
yeah.
5 people to run them down. Just that Darius isn't
But
wrong.
that's it. I think team fights, they've got a really good chance. Problem is, you need to get to that point while being in touch. And this top lane is done. You know, mid lane is, you know, okay, you're happy with how it's going. But you just feel Linium is just getting to the point it's going to be too scary. Meanwhile, we do see the junglers just off screen. And a fight, Linium will still take a play on the tower, almost take 2.
The Pantheon barely got out of there. Yeah, I mean, bot lane is insanely boring right now.
I mean, do we expect anything less for Corky Severe? 2 champs, I just want to sit and farm the whole game. Someone who doesn't want to farm is this Gregor, so level up on this Udyr, looking to go in. I mean, I don't know any of the names of these Udyr abilities, I'm not gonna lie. I know one of them's like, am I right saying, no, it's Lee, I must the dragon form, but I'm sure that's Lee Sin.
Wait, what? It's Delicate Flowers. What, Lee Sin? What do you mean?
No, the ability names of Udyr.
Oh, yeah.
All I know is he's stunned up to half health. The demolished Proc will take at least another plate and chunk it towards the third.
Oh, Udyr might die here,
Delicate
actually.
Flowers.
Never mind.
We do see, obviously, the side of Troll Patrol look to take this dragon. Already down to half health.
How can play? How do you engage with just a Darius? Oh, gets a double pull out though.
Yeah, I mean, we do see the fight going in. Amandor is going to get silenced. The problem is this Darius is going to fall to the Mel. Pantheon will fall as well, though, to the Severe. Can decide off FATED Ashes turn at their first kills on the board. This Cork is looking not long for this well. The Severe goes in, doesn't quite land her frisbees enough. I mean, it's better from FATED. Yeah, it's better from the FATED Ashes, but you're still a long way from being happy.
I mean, they didn't secure the dragon, so all in all, it's still a win for Troll Patrol here.
Yeah, I don't know why Darius took such a long route in, but yeah, we see this pool come in, beautiful pool for 2. They were split for a moment. I think, had they focused that Pantheon a bit quicker, they probably could have got more, but then at that point, they just retreat, and they all get out. Meanwhile, we come back in and we just see Racecar Worm get absolutely stood on by the Corky. Absolute napalm bomb dropped on that Worm's head. Yeah, this is going from bad to worse for the Ashes right now.
Oh, he just got Pantheon ulted behind. Okay, good play.
Oh, that's painful. But yeah, if you're a fan of the Troll Petrols, this is exactly what you want to see. 2 dragons up.
Oh, a lot of damage from Melee now, but 4 people here.
And yeah, Amandor is just going to slay this Darius. Darius has not been able to play the game. I mean, if you're the side of FATED Ashes, how do you get into this game?
I mean, I think you just gotta send more money to Wilbert, because he's just missing every Karma Q in the book right here. He's hitting wall after wall with the Karma Qs, but it still doesn't matter because his team is just so much better. As Udyr now tries to go for a 1v2.
He might get his pants in here. I mean, we are going to probably see. We've got the Chaos Storm from the Victor coming out, trying to collect him. Narrowly misses. Pantheon living on a blinking health bar. Linium is not scared to 2v1 right now. Gets picked off by the Mel coming in from downtown. And Amandor on his blinking health bar is going to heal back half of it.
Oh
And they're just
no.
going to turn it into a 3 for none. 10 kills to 1. Fated Ashes are literally the fire's out, boys. And this is slightly one-sided actually.
Yeah, I don't think they can play these comps against Troll Patrol when you just have Darius Udyr going in. It just doesn't work against this much peelback.
I mean, this Gragas is 3-0. This Pantheon's 3-1. And we're going to see this fight here. I mean, Darius, he's got 4 members running down on 4 members running down on him, and there's nothing you can do there. And then obviously they turn the attentions to the Victor. The spear and the cast comes out, and he decides to walk back in. And yeah, I mean, I don't. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think that's some of the best idea, actually.
Yeah, I don't think so either. You're already 0-3 in lane from solo kills. I don't think you're in a position to run down anyone anymore.
And yeah, this Gragas is just huge. That's the easiest kill that Mel will get in her life. A simple Q over the wall.
Oh,
And yeah, that's just painful if you're a fan of Fated Ashes. I mean, we saw them do so well against the Cuties. I mean, not many teams have been able to fight against people like these, but Troll Petrol just look in a different league of their own right now.
Yeah, I mean, Darius is so squishy with this build, the Ghost Blade. It's good for snowballing, but when you fall behind, you're just gonna be suffering. As we've been seeing. The one saving grace though, this Victor is pretty farmed. I assume he has a lot of his abilities upgraded already. And you do still have a silver scaling.
Yeah, I mean, that is their kind of only shining light, is they do have a mega scaler in the Victor. And the Severe is, she's got her first item. I'm working towards that second. But even then, she's behind this Corky who's 2-0, and we do see her engage in the mid lane. That cast knocks the football up, has to flash away, but Amondo will lock them down. We do see Severe run away. Amondo's going to eat a lot of tower shots here and probably should fall. It's a shutdown to the Severe. That's some nice gold in her pocket, killing her Cerulean brother. And yeah, it all just suddenly falls quiet after that.
Wait,
at least for a moment. I'm pretty sure he's an aspect and he's been everywhere.
Doesn't he climb mountains in that case? Mount Targon?
Yeah, he's been to Targon, Shurima's been everywhere. I mean, people in chat could probably correct me.
Udyr lost his mind and tries to walk in 1v3.
Yeah, that reminds me of a that reminds me of a tuba tech, and it's not advisable. And yeah, I think if you're the side of Troll Petrol using to play out this game, you want a double pullback on the stars, do some damage. Falco will collect the kill on the karma. They're looking for more, but even with the disgusting healing on the, I say a lot of these back to half health. Thanks to Emilio, they're looking to do something here. However, they now do have. Pevin is now back in the fight, but Severe's going to claim another turret. You slowly but surely get a lot of gold on her.
This Mel is going to be crazy strong as well, building up to Leandris right now.
And here, let's look at this. I mean, Pantheon out comes in, and Pantheon just stays way too long under the turret. I mean, that's
he was
really
a bit eager to keep going there.
I mean, they finally get the turret, and then yeah, I don't know what Udyr is trying to do there.
I don't know who paid him, but Delicate Flowers is making it a bit too obvious right now.
And I mean, this pullback on Dash is huge. I mean, unfortunately, well, you would say unfortunate, but getting this Victor more kills is exactly what you need to win this game. And that Emilio just manages to do enough to get them out. Meanwhile, we're straight back into action in the jungle. Severe Emilio, with his Victor in tow, are looking to just stop them taking the easy African route. But we do see Shelley get dropped in the middle lane by the Pantheon, and now they'll set the sights on the Stratocam.
This Mel is juiced out of her mind right now. Double burn icons with the Blackfire Torch and Leandry. 4 top
That's a
side,
personal
taking out the
favourite.
gun right now.
That's a
There'll be no contest at all, I think.
Yeah, I mean, they can't really do anything. I mean, even Mel's on the bot side, there's not much you can do. Obviously, can do a lot to help. Meanwhile, we do see them, they're trying to make a leg again. They do see that. Oh my god! Side of Fated Ashes are coming in, trying to fight. I mean, this is a bait of the Atagan. We do see TB coming in. Amundo is going down. I mean, this is. Amundo will get the dash, however. We are going to see the Corky fall to the area. That's a nice bit of gold on him. Amundo will go down to the Spectre. We will see Karma get slain by the Spectre. Vector's online, 3-1. And Gravius has got to be careful. The Mel stun does go wide.
Oh, I think not might die here.
Udi's not finished. Udi's not finishing. Gravius can't get into the fight. And Mel will just fall. The ult does come out, picking up the melee. But that's a 4 for 2 for the side of Fated Ashes. Not only does it bring this gold, cuts this gold graph in half, but it also puts money on the people you need money on. This Vector got a nice couple of shutdowns.
Wilma's 0-5 right now, but actually clutching up there with the double pull onto 2.
Well, that's just it. I mean, we had it in the game, right? Well, that's I mean, that's what as a jungler, that's what you need to do. Make sure you're there, making the plays. I mean, we had it in the game last week, with a Rel who, I think it was it over in League of Friends. They maybe not were getting the results, but they were involved in every single play. I mean, yeah, we just see here they come into the Atacan late, a beautiful smite from the Darius, and now it's a fight over the flowers. And Delicate Flower doing some work.
Oh, nice double pull there, catching the Corky out.
And I think that's the power of. Yeah, I think that's the power of this Fated Ashes team. Is if they get a chance to run at you like that from a standing start, they are going to come and absolutely run you down. Problem is, getting to that can be quite difficult.
Sil being a bit of a silly boy here, going 1v3 on Mel. He does get the manage to get the melee.
I mean, that at least feels better than nothing, but it's still not ideal. I mean, when back down to only a 1.8k gold diff, which considering where it was quite big. And doesn't. And I wouldn't say it's quite respective of how one-sided this match has been, but Udi's got a lot of sustain with his Conqueror. Unfortunately, he won't survive until the reinforcements coming from both sides.
Going for it. You really need the Udyr and the Darius together to run at people. If one of them falls, then, yeah, it's gonna be Third Dragon right here for PETROL.
Riot, how did that not stop the back? I'm pretty sure that Q landed. Meanwhile, we're talking about his landing. Ooh. The Mel stun lands and reflects the Victor rare light. And that's just going to be a third dragon for the side of PETROL, one away from this Cloud Soul.
And what's your favorite Mel W interaction?
See, I'm always going to be biased. It has to be Seraphine, because you launch the Seraphine out and it comes right back at you. But no, there's so many, Jinx rockets. It's just a disgusting ability, regardless of what it is.
Mine is Mega Gnar Q.
Oh, that sounds fun.
I throw a building at her, she throws it back, I get slowed with increased damage, and I can't actually get the cooldown back. That's my favorite.
I mean, we are seeing, a lot. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of pings from red side. I mean, they're looking to secure their jungle, and you have to pay attention. It's going to fall to this Baron, which is coming up right now. Red side will want to push any advantage they have because they seem like you still feel that if they pick a fight, they are the ones going to win, but that doesn't show in the gold graph.
Yeah, the gold isn't that bad for the blue team here, especially since most of the gold is on the Victor and the Silver.
I mean, that's your two people you need the gold to be on. I mean, the Stars would be nice, but he's did a great jungle job of not taking a lot off the farm and a lot of the gold. Meanwhile, it's 2v4 in this mid lane. They've got to be careful. Udi is all the way in the bot side, but they do have people in the wings, but the Troll Petrol team are going to look to just turn the attention to the big purple worm, but not before Greg.
Sivir did
Yeah, not
use
before
the
we do.
ultimate.
Problem is, how do you get into this pick? How do you get in there without a pick that they're not giving you? I mean, I just don't think
You
there's
need the
anything you can do
Udyr
right now.
and the Darius here, but you can't actually walk up without both of them there. Your team falls completely apart if you only have one of them there. And you actually need to side lane right now, otherwise someone's just gonna split push it out there.
Oh,
Nice
great
pull here
hook from the to the Gragas. I don't. Yeah, I mean, Gragas is just going to hop back over the wall. I mean, if you had the people with you there to turn around, that could have been a big play, but they just didn't have it. I mean, Darius is going to show on vision. That's a bit of a ballsy move when there's 4 of them are right there. But they decide better of it. At least for now, right now.
Managed to hit a Q for once.
It's the first time for everything. I know, we're just going to see them. Neither side really wants to pull this trigger here. I mean, Dragon's been up, Elder's been up for a couple of minutes now. Udyr and Mel are just farming away on this.
You can't really 5v5 on the Dragon because then the Udyr and Darius will actually run you down compared with the Sivir ult combined. So it is risky for a red team to just start an objective. They really want to have picks beforehand or split the map.
I mean, that's what we saw in the African, you know. They started it, and then they got punished.
Yeah.
Even though they were so far ahead.
Also with the Atakan, the Mel wasn't there. She came on the back end of the fight. That also was huge for the blue team. And this is really interesting gameplay.
Yeah, it's almost like we've reached a lull in gameplay because neither side wants to do anything. Neither side wants to move past the safe zone. I say that. Red side are invading in the jungle. They have a pink ward, so they don't know that they're anymore. Lineum decides to go for it. But the cast blows him to safety. That is like a horrific buster shot from a Tristana. You hate to see it. And yeah, we'll just go back to farming. I mean, he's had so many good ults. He can have a couple of bad ones. But yeah.
I mean, the fight's gonna come down to this dragon because it's always Cloud Soul for Troll Petrol, and of course, if you have Cloud Soul against this Ronaldo comp, it's gonna be fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, they are just securing this vision in the top side. So even if, you know, they do decide actually we're going to go dragon, and we can.
Yeah.
But it's all going to explode in a minute. We do see a 4-man bush idol though. They decide better of it to try and push this wave. And they are going to be the first ones on. We do see bench press go straight towards the Baron. Do they just flip Baron for Dragon here? And that's exactly what we're seeing.
Yeah.
I mean, XT, what's your thoughts on this?
Actually, I get it, but I don't think it's that good for red team because Sivir and Victor can actually kind of clear into their enough minions.
Oh, Darius nearly. Yeah, if that hook lands, that's just a dead. I think it was Corky at the time. But yeah, I mean, Baron for Dragon. That's 2 dragons now to the side of Fated Ashes, 3 for the Troll Petrol. If for some reason we get another dragon on Fated Ashes, we could have one big, massive soul loss right there.
Baron very good if you're a disciplined team and can play around it. You know, with my low ass elo mind, I would prefer just Soul there.
And here we go. We do see Darius get chunked out. However, Panson's going to use his shield to block a lot of it. Darius is also getting jumped on by the Gragas. Not for the first time this match. However, by this point, they can both sustain for an absolute eternity. They're just tickling each other in that top lane, I'm pretty sure, XD. Although Lineum will be on the tower, does get his demolished fuck off, and thanks to the grubs, well probably take that, and we do see it fall.
Sivir hurting. Sivir's hurting.
Yeah, launching her first piece. Amundor will fall. Great play from the Sivir. Oh! And that flash out from the Corki saved his life. But just as you thought an advantage was going to come from this Baron, you made a mistake. So is going to pick up another tower on this bot lane. And Gragas, I mean, he's got... Yeah, Gragas does have the kind of cut-off here. However, they are going to turn on him. And now he's the one isolated. I mean, beautiful football by the Melio. The Pantheon ult does come in, doesn't quite hit in the Mel. It's Mel actually TPing in. He will get a shutdown on the Vector. Meanwhile, we do see the Udyr TPing in as well. Jumping in. The Mel ult does come out, picks up one. But the shutdown will go across the Sivir. 4-1-4 with 300 CS. She is becoming deadly.
Mel died for the sins of Gragas right there. Just team killing each other. And the Sivir actually really started to hurt here in these stalls. My bad. Great flash out from the Corki here too, barely dodging the E.
I mean, if that Victor ability hits, then that's just a dead Corki. It's a literally dodgy releaser, like James Bond. Meanwhile, Mel does really well with the reflect to pick up a few. And even when she's getting jumped on that ult in the end, after disgusting ult, never mind anything. But we do see PETROL seizing the base. I mean, the other have to try and do something, but she might be scary, but she just gets blown up. That is going to get the tool back onto the Pantheon. Problem is your main damage dealer is now gone. And so PETROL can just have utter control over this base. The mid inhib falls. Darius is doing a lot of work. We do see the Corki fall. If he falls for the inhib, Amundor will fall as well. It's a double kill for this Victor. Yeah, this game's far from over.
This disappeared.
Yeah, I mean, both ADCs thought, okay, we're getting into this fight, and I'm back to my Nexus.
Legendary Victor is starting to really hurt. And this Gragas is surprisingly tanky, just having Fimbulwinter and Cosmic Drive, but he's just standing on a tower, just face tanking everything. Look at that.
And here we go. Here, I mean, look at that Sivir. He just doesn't get to play the game. Pantheon does a lot of good work here, blocking a lot of the abilities. Problem is, Corki's already low, and kind of gets spotted out, and a beautiful pick off from Valklador. Pantheon tries to go back in till he's picked someone up with him. But Emilio stands tall.
Man, the longer blue team holds on, better place they will be in, although Sivir is almost full build right here. So I'll need a little bit more damage. Victor really needs a death cap here.
Yeah, I mean, we're sitting 6k down, but I would suspect if we looked on some of these carries, you know, this Victor Mel matchup and the Corki Sivir, they're very close. That's not where the gap is. It's in jungle and top right now.
I think Victor's kind of trolling his build here.
I mean, we are going to see the dragon. Yeah, we are seeing a dragon fight coming in, and contrast to the Adcan, you know, PETROL look to go in, and they do go in. Velma is going low. The Mel out does come in. Amundor will slay the Darius just before the Mel gets killed by the Victor. We do see off-screen the Corki killing the Udyr. The Sivir will clean up the Pantheon. The Victor will fall to the Corki. I've literally just got kills at this point because it's utter mayhem, but this Sivir is popping off.
What is going on?
That was just chaos. 3 for 3. Both jungles falling. But the big difference is the ADC for the Fate Ashes is still alive. And PETROL is
coming out from Gragas, but I don't think it's gonna do anything.
Yeah,
Gragas
I mean,
can potentially try to steam it. Lich Bane W, a lot of damage.
Here we go. He's just going to try and push her out the fight. Velvet will get the kill onto Emilio, and Sivir will fall. They almost said thank you for the leash, but the dragon will reset. Junglers are coming back up in a matter of seconds. We're back at square one. Lineal and this Karma, they do a lot of damage, but maybe not enough to kill this. We're now in a straight race between this Darius and this Pantheon. Pantheon does have ult though. He won't need it though.
I mean, the Sivir just completely disconnected her keyboard right there. Just didn't spell shield the Gragas ult at all. Clear as day.
I mean, talk me through this next stage. This was utter chaos. Utter fiesta. And look at the bottom of the side. Sevilla is doing so much damage down there.
Yeah. Now, Udyr actually doing a lot of work there.
Such a disconnected fight though between both sides. And
Baron
that cannot be the
picked up.
difference.
In the meantime, Baron was picked up by PETROL. We saw in the small window. I mean, they know Gragas is there, man. Like, how do you not spell shield this? That's crazy. Nah.
Yeah, I think it's just a slight misplay. I mean, they've had a fairly solid game. Obviously, we said Baron did fall. And if you decide to put Fated Ashes, your base should just be with the wayside now. You have an 8k gold lead on the side of the Troll Petrol, so picked up. The only thing you're missing is the Atacam. Everything else really has been on your terms. And yeah, we do see the sun coming out onto this area. He's got a metric clock on the house right now.
I mean, it is really hard to siege into a Sivir at this stage. And just clear away. Need to look for a great shot again on the Sivir potentially.
Yeah, it's going to get chunked out to quarter health.
Yeah.
And they're trying to bash and kill, but they just have to back off. You just, this is nothing you can do. I mean, if you're the side of Softro, how do you end this game?
They need to get a cask on the Sivir, that's the only way, I think.
I mean, she's currently sitting at 346 CS. I mean, that's just under 10 CS. I mean, you can't fault that at all.
Actually picked up a Serpent's Fang as her last item. Kind of smart against all the shielding that Karma's doing.
Oh, that's a fantastic call. Especially with the Pantheon as well, and the Mel. All of them wanting to shield.
Wait, does
Not
Mel
only
have
that,
shield?
obviously, I'm pretty sure W's class the shield.
I mean, that's a vulnerability. Oh my god, terrible cask again. But it's fine, it's a low cooldown anyway. Might as well be a basic ability at this point.
Yeah. Lingham still hasn't died. Meanwhile, we do see Delicate Flowers on the other side getting chunked out to 3/4 health. The Millstone does go wide. And they're throwing spears, they're trying to get something. But the side of Fated Ashes, they're more than happy to set up shop. We're 39 minutes into this game, folks. And we're only just seeing a siege onto the towers. We do see Lingham as the monster's doing work. Corky will get the tower. And then they just back off. Because you can't get any more. As the Baron power play comes to an end.
Death cap there, he would have done so much more damage.
Well, that's just it. Everyone is getting to the point they're pretty much full builds. Except a few people who are obviously who are where the gold diff is, with 8k difference in gold. But 40 minutes in, gold is not going to start to matter as much.
And the Darius is a bit useless. Only 3 items in. It's just starting to get tankier. Victor really needs a death cap right now. Corky building towards his Lord Doms, I would assume. And aside from that, Linium is already full build. Mel's just sitting
I don't think... Yeah, but I don't think Victor's building a death cap. I mean, we'll see the fight here. I think we'll see the fight here.
Oh, didn't notice, just overlay.
Just a top-down view, I mean, absolute craziness. I mean, great view there. But the whole side of the Troll Patrol are getting chunked out. They're actually looking, I mean, if you look at gold, if you look at dragons, if you look at everything on the map, this shouldn't be possible.
If Sivir hit 2 Marauders there, I think multiple people would have died to Ricochet.
This is what I mean, we're 40 and a half minutes into this game. Everyone's hitting level 18, like, except from the supports. Gold is starting to become negligible at this point, even with a 7k odd gold lead. But the great equaliser, the Grand Elder Dragon, will be spawning in about 55 seconds time. Who's your money on to get this?
I think Gragas needs to find a flank on the Sivir and just try to kill her. Everyone jumps her. That's how Troll Petrol will win. Otherwise, I think that Fate the Ashes might kind of win by default. But it all will come down to a Elder Smite flip, I assume.
I mean, would we have it any other way? I mean, these two teams are proving why the other top two teams neither want to give up that unbeaten. Don't lose a match. Never mind lose the series.
Red team setting up already.
Yeah, I mean, would we expect anything else for the upper bracket finals? The division just getting cleared out. The Victor gets jumped on. The Victor has to get away, but we do see a turn here. We do see Flowers going in. He's running at them. Darius is there as well. Darius is down half health. Udyr will take a lot of damage, and he's going to fall. The Corki will pick up the kill. Darius will fall and double kill for the Corki.
Oh my god.
Gragas will stop the pentakill chance, and that should just be game. The Severe will fall. Double kills for the side of Troll Petrol, and they want more. The GGs are coming out from Melio. The 5-man ace. An actually 42-minute game banger to start the series. We're in for a hell of a matchup right here.
There's a bit over ego there. The Sivir wasn't in a position to out-attack completely zoned off on the other side of the ridge, near the river.
And that will be game one.